30-15. 30-15. Po 30. 30.
Really good serve.
30-40.
And yet she finds herself again facing a third break point in a third service game in a row. Forced Tomljanovic to move to try and get the return. Didn't just rely on the power. Oh, I think that's taken the line.
Change the call on the right baseline. The ball was called in.
Two perfect shots played by Samsonova. But Tomljanovic, has she taken the point?
Call is overturned.
So Samsonova does get a break.
Samsonova.
And takes the game, gets herself on the board in Moscow. Liudmila Samsonova trails.
No, I don't. I don't get it.
Pena 7, 59. Pena 6. 15.
Lovely rotation on that final forehand to the rally from Tomljanovic. Really sets herself up well. Backs it up on the serve.
40-50.
in a really good groove this morning, Ajla Tomljanovic. And she takes another step towards this first set, 5-1. She leads. We can look at it in a couple of ways for Samsonova. The positive spin is that she's making sure that she doesn't drop her aggression. She doesn't sacrifice that as she looks for form, so that when she does hit her stride, when she does hit her stride, the full package of her game will be there. At the same time, she has got to find that consistency somehow. It doesn't seem at the moment that she's willing to sacrifice that aggressive streak, and that's probably why.
15 on.
Fantastic serve out wide to Tomljanovic.
Rejce 30-15. Rejce 30-15. Other city, 30 on.
Still Tomljanovic benefiting from errors which Samsonova wouldn't expect herself to make.
Sora 40-30. Correction was good.
Overruled by the chair umpire.
On the left side now. What was called in?
So Miriam Blay had a view of this.
False stance.
And just about
Rovna.
clipping the line.
Miss Samsonova, one challenge to me.
Potentially huge point in this first set. Samsonova clings to the last rung of it. Obviously so capable of getting back into it once she hits her game, but she hasn't yet, and Tomljanovic has a chance to bank the first set.
Rovna, deuce.
Someone like Samsonova, who has scored 5 victories against top 20 players this year. That kind of form, that kind of potency, as well as having slashed her ranking, you can't give her any chance to get back into the match. Wonderful presence of mind.
Ball share advantage, Samsonova.
She's been hitting aggressively every time she's come to the net, and that might have been what Tomljanovic expected. But oh no. Nothing wrong with her touch, that's for sure.
Samsonova.
It's a halt, and it's 5-2, which Samsonova
Samsonova was right there, playing at Tomljanovic's level. So we'll see what that carryover effect is like for the second set. It's a match that was expected to be pretty competitive on paper, but Samsonova has work to do down a set. Jack Zorob will take us through the action.
Surely to be a far closer encounter. First ace of the match for the Russian.
It's 30-50.
It is the first meeting between these two. That may not have been picked up at the start of the match, but first encounter, no previous history to go off. Point to be replayed.
40-50.
Called out by the line judge and overruled by Miriam Blay.
Game, Samsonova.
Only a matter of seconds to wait before Samsonova banks her first game of the second set, and in customary style we're used to seeing her play. Far more confident. She is into the match now. This is how the first set broke down. Nothing too wrong with Samsonova on serve. On her first serve, as you can see the percentages there, and she was pretty good on second serve as well, 85% on that. So nothing too out of the ordinary, but the unforced error count 10-3. Well, that's the area she needs to shore up. An interesting fact which links these two players is that they've both competed under different flags in their past. Liudmila Samsonova for Italy and Ajla Tomljanovic for Croatia. Tomljanovic competing for Croatia until 2014, and then she represented Australia at Grand Slams after that, but still competing for Croatia at non-Grand Slam events. And there is her father, Ratko Tomljanovic, very fine handball player in his time. But whilst Tomljanovic switched
30,
from the
50.
country of her birth and her parents to the country of her residence, Australia, Samsonova did the opposite. Russia, the land of her birth, but she grew up in Italy, trains in Rome, but wanted to represent Russia. It just felt right, she said. Much preferred competing under the Russian flag. She said it just took the pressure off, really. No one really knew who I was in Russia, and she liked that lack of attention. She felt the pressure was more on as an Italian player. But for Samsonova, it'll be interesting how she deals with the fallout of this year, because she's become far more prominent in Russian tennis in 2021. Now up to number 5 in the Russian rankings. She was well out of sight, out of mind when she switched allegiance back to Russia, so becoming more of a face of Russian tennis. May not be all to her liking, that, actually.
Game.
Not able to challenge Tomljanovic on serve in the first of the second set. So one game all. Plenty of Russian title winners of this tournament in Moscow through the years, the likes of Elena Dementieva, Anastasia Maiskina as well, and Anna Chakvetadze, all from 10 plus years or so ago, and Anastasia Maiskina from much further back, but recent times Svetlana Kuznetsova, Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova as well have taken the title here.
No good. Love 15.
So too has Daria Kasatkina, the most recent winner back in 2018. Most recent Russian winner, I should add. She's been so good at placing it away from Samsonova in the first set, but rather exactly where Samsonova wanted to play it. And she puts points together like that. So hard to stop.
30-15.
You can just see the practice court sessions coming into play when she approaches the net like that. All the tennis drills she would have run to make points like that come as second nature. Having to be extremely patient with herself, Liudmila Samsonova.
Second serve. Great set, Sora.
She's got all caught
20-40.
with her feet. A little too close to the baseline, perhaps, and such a deep shot from Tomljanovic. Great chance this for Ajla Tomljanovic. And that's bounced back on her side, so
Tomljanovic.
first break of the second set. And despite the recovering Liudmila Samsonova, it has gone against her. Splendid shot from Tomljanovic. Pulled it across
15 love.
as her body weight was going the other way. She does this so well. This is a good volley from Samsonova. The fly was too good.
15 set. No. Go 15 set. 15 love.
Yeah, its original home of this tournament was there for many years and part of Moscow's 1980 Olympic Stadium, but renovations started on that in 2018, so a new home had to be found, and in 2019 it was actually held in an ice skating arena just close by. So from an Olympic stadium to an ice skating arena to a gymnastics hall. All venues very close to each other. We are on the site of the Luzhniki Olympic Complex in Moscow, right by the Moscow River. Wonderful shot from Samsonova. Inside out forehand, almost touching the line. Unstoppable. Wonderful reply.
Sora 40-30.
This to back up the break of serve. Samsonova not even running for it. Knew it had the beating of her. What a shot that is.
Drop now. Deuce.
Raising quality, isn't that, from both players? Tomljanovic, another winner. This is really aggressive. She did not want this coming back. Made sure.
Shot.
Called out.
But it's good. Yeah, it's in, yeah, so we replay.
It's a point to be replayed, as
Ladies and gentlemen, the line
heard
umpire
from
made
Miriam
a
Blay.
noise. The ball on the left near sideline, the ball was in. We're replaying the point.
Felt in, didn't it? So when you're watching
Ball
from
straight
home
on,
and you
Tomljanovic.
think, oh, that looked in, surely they got that wrong. Well, sometimes they do.
Game Tomljanovic.
Tomljanovic holds, backs it up, 3-1.
3 Adil. Leads by 3-1.
Second set, she moves ahead.
No penalty. Love 15.
Samsonova statistically is improving her game in this second set on serve and in terms of reducing her error count, but so too is Tomljanovic. She's just staying ahead of the chasing opponent.
Love 30.
That's the kind of shot which just tells you more than any other that a player is off radar. Goodness me, needed that point, Liudmila Samsonova.
Penalty Sorak. 15-40.
She is not bowing to the pressure of trying to change her game, Liudmila Samsonova. She's sticking to type. She's sticking to her aggressive style of play. Trying to play her way into it all at once. But it isn't yet helping her recover in the second set, because Ajla Tomljanovic goes 4-1 up. Back-to-back games won for the first time in the match by Liudmila Samsonova. Can she use that as a springboard back into the tie?
So I hate that win probably.
No penalty. Love 15. 15 all.
A big miss hit from Samsonova. Didn't seem comfortable with the ball at that height at the back of the court. Oh, two hugely deep hits from Samsonova, but Tomljanovic
30-15.
totally unfazed and played effectively two winners from that distance. This one, amazing that it was coming back there, and then the second, which
30-15.
couldn't get up. How about that for kicker on the second serve? And Samsonova gets away with it. Raises her hand to acknowledge that. That effectiveness on serve
40-30.
continuing in this game. Samsonova gets behind that. Would have been a wonder shot had Tomljanovic pulled that one back in.
Advantage. Tomljanovic.
When rallies have gone the distance, it's felt like Samsonova has begun to have the edge, but the rallies really haven't gone on beyond 10 shots on many occasions at all, because Samsonova has often provided an error, or Tomljanovic has struck a winner. Put that away well. First reaction that you might be able to expect from a home crowd. They may have a role to play for Liudmila Samsonova, a significant role. Play, fine play indeed. Her placement of the ball in this match has been fantastic. Well, in a very small microcosm, that just about sums up how this match has gone for Liudmila Samsonova. When she's wanted to pull the trigger, she hasn't had the weaponry. Errors have come in, and some really fine strokes cross-court on the forehand there. And then when she wanted to change direction, Just not with the execution she needed at all. So Tomljanovic, 5 games to 3 up. A game away from the second round and a tie with world number 2, Aryna Sabalenka. So Samsonova certainly not serving for the match, rather serving to stay in it. And the accuracy and precision that her highly aggressive game requires needs to drop in right now. It's a good serve.
30-15.
Particularly on that side, Samsonova's had problems. Eight Russians lining up in this draw in Moscow, all with designs on the title. Samsonova fighting to preserve her status.
40-30.
I think on just one occasion, Samsonova has held a service game from 40-15. Everything else she's had to fight tooth and nail for.
Left first.
And as the scoreline says, quite often she's had it taken away from her.
Advantage.
Tomljanovic with the chance to punish Samsonova and take the match. Another chance, Tomljanovic in this game.
Advantage, Tomljanovic.
Saw the Croatian flags flying on the face mask of Tomljanovic's father, Ratko, born in Zagreb. Moved to the US when she was 13, Tomljanovic, and of course, Australian citizen now. put away nicely. So strong on serve today. So strong on serve and volley. Nothing has flummoxed her at the net. Problems have come almost everywhere else except that part of her game. It's been really good to watch when she has come in. Well, up until that point, that's is a huge miss from Samsonova. So far away from where it should have been that, again, it just highlights how off her game she has been today. Facing a third match point. And saving a third match point. A lot going on in this game for Liudmila Samsonova. Some fine aces, double faults. Still juice. That's pushed wide and long.
The call on the left far sideline. The ball was called in.
Well, certainly felt wide and long. Let's have a look.
Miss Tomljanovic challenged the call on the...
And Tomljanovic challenges because she felt it was as well. But it's good.
Ball share advantage, Samsonova. Miss Tomljanovic has 2 challenges remaining.
Samsonova to make this second set a little bit tighter. And she's going to be able to have a crack at Tomljanovic's
Tennis Channel as Ajla Tomljanovic looks to serve out this match. The Tomljanovic serve has been broken just one time throughout the duration of this match.
Left first serve. Miss Samsonova changed the call on the left baseline. Ball was called in.
Well, the depth completely broke Samsonova's contact point.
Call stands.
And it was good.
30-0. 30 love. Inside the net set. 30-15. Miss Samsonova has 2 challenges remaining.
Third double fault of the match for Tomljanovic.
Sora 40-15.
2 match points for the 28-year-old.
Game set match, Tomljanovic.
In style, Ajla Tomljanovic handles Liudmila Samsonova in Samsonova's home country. So Tomljanovic comes off the round of 16 performance at Indian Wells, where she upset top 10 player Garbiñe Muguruza. And evidently, the jet lag, not a problem. 10-hour time difference. Tomljanovic came out the gates of this match fresh, energetic, built herself an early lead, and never looked back.